Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hey everybody, got a little video here I want you to see. Should put a smile on your face, I hope. So let's see the video.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff that has been put on China.
You hate asking for help. You know, how do you think the poor feel when their programs get cut by callous people just like you? I think you fucked around and you found out. And you know what? You deserve everything you got. Now pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get her done.
I'm a small business owner.
This is what happens when your racism, your misogyny, your homophobia, your transphobia, your xenophobia outweighs your need for self-preservation. Jesus.
I'm a small business owner.
Look at you dealing with the consequences of your actions. It's kind of crazy, right? Because everybody on the fucking planet told you. Everybody in America told you. And all you could do is tell us that we're deranged. Well, this is what gentle parents call you dealing with the consequences of your actions.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner.
Wait, you voted for Trump and he screwed you over? Well, welcome to the party. All them contractors that got on the stage and told you that he fucked.
Yo, we need to talk about this. A MAGA business owner is going viral for posting a video begging for help because Trump's tariffs are destroying his tire alloy business. Yeah, that's right. The same guy who voted for Trump is now watching his business crumble under the weight of the very policies that he supported. Let's talk about it.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff that has been put on China. I import alloy wheels for cars, and I do somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 containers a year, which is a small business in regards to this industry. At 104%, I am absolutely going to implode and will not last 6 months. So with that said, I'm asking, is there anybody...
Dude, you were warned. This was not a surprise. He spent literally the entirety of his 2-year campaign talking about tariffs and how he was going to raise tariffs. He even said on the campaign that he was going to raise tariffs 100% or more. It is not like you didn't know. And you voted for this guy anyway. Like, what did you expect? You are a business owner. You knew exactly how tariffs actually worked. And you voted for this guy anyway. Now, I don't know anything about you, so I don't want to put any words or anything like that in your mouth. But if you knew that he was going to be tariffing these countries, and you already knew that he had already put a 10% tariff on China the first time he was in office, which cost you money, then you must have voted for him for his other rhetoric, the rhetoric that only hurt other people. You thought that you were above being hurt by his policies because he didn't fearmonger about you. He fearmongered about all those others that you do not identify with. And what do they say about digging 2 ditches? It seems like you are entering the find out stage of the F around that you voted for. And I just want you to know, the 92%, I tried to save your business.
that has been put on China.
But I thought this is what you wanted. I thought this is what you wanted. I thought you wanted the tariffs. I thought you wanted to bring production back to the United States.
That has been.
That's what you voted for. You voted for Trump. So you voted for these tariffs. What you complain about, babes? Like what you complain about? Niggas warned y'all what was to come if that motherfucker was going to be in office. He's in office now. Nothing we can do about it for the next 4 years unless that motherfucker gets impeached. Which means that your business is now in effect because of it. You're about to go out of business because of it. That's your problem. You voted for that. It's so funny. You was all for Trump until it started affecting you and your business. And now you call on TikTok and expecting us to feel bad and give a fuck. Bitch, you better take your ass on Truth Social or wherever the fuck that MAGA cult be at and ask they asses for fucking help. Thoughts and tariffs, bitch.
Let me figure this out. You're a business owner and you don't know what tariffs are? You don't know that tariffs are paid by American businesses? Well, when Trump puts tariffs on China, it is not China that's paying the tariffs. It is American businesses that are importing from China that actually pay the tariffs. Well, figuratively, because American businesses will pass the cost to the American consumer. But you got to have known this before actually voting against your best interest. And it's not like this was a surprise to you because you were warned by Trump himself when he was campaigning, because the whole campaign was about tariffs. You also warned by Democrats and people of color, but you didn't listen. Did you?
I'm a small business owner.
No sympathy for you whatsoever, dude. None. You did it to yourself. He told you through the whole campaign that he was going to impose these tariffs. He told you. You heard him, and you chose not to listen. Why is that? You cast a vote for Trump knowing that he would try to target and hurt other people. And you were fine with that. And now that it's hurting you, now you have a problem with it. No sympathy, dude. None whatsoever. If you voted for Kamala, I would maybe get the word out. But right now, no, you're on your own, dude. You did it to yourself. You get what you deserve.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff that has been put on China. At 104%, I am absolutely going to implode and will not last 6 months.
Oh, you're gonna implode and not last 6 months? That's horrible. Wait, is this you?
I voted for Trump 2 times. And I probably will vote for him a 3rd time. I will vote for him a 3rd time.
You voted for Trump a 3rd time. Well, I'm gonna say girl bye in this video 3 times at least. Girl bye. And let me translate for you. Yes, I voted for Trump. I did. But I didn't think the policies were gonna impact me. I thought they were gonna hurt you and your families. But now that it's impacting me, I want empathy. Sir, this is the find out stage, and fuck around and find out. That's where you are. So I voted for your company and you voted against your company. I got it, finally got it. Vote for a clown, enjoy the circus. It is really quite simple. Elections have consequences. Enjoy yours for dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And on the real, may you have the future, the small business you voted for. You might not have a small business anymore, but at least you get the Gulf of America. Girl, bye. You can't vote for thunder and then cry when it's raining. You get the small business that you deserve. You get the survival of that small business that you voted for. You voted for cruelty, and now that cruelty has come back to bite you. That's called reaping the harvest of the hate you planted. You voted for policy, you voted for consequences for other people, and now you want us to hold a candlelight vigil for you? Girl, bye.
So with that said, I'm asking, is there anybody out there that has connections with manufacturing facilities, specifically alloy wheels, in these lesser tariffed countries like Mexico, Indonesia, Thailand, India? Because if not, it's just a small business here that's going to go under, and I'll be back to digging ditches again, which I'm not scared to do, but It's a little harder to do with a wife, 2 kids, and at 45 years old. So,
Girl, bye.
all right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner.
Except you don't hate it and you are begging for a handout. Let me say to you what other people have been too kind, too gentle, and too tender to say. F you. Because you are on here now looking me in my black face as a 92%er, as a woman, and as a veteran of the United States Army, and asking me for support after knowingly voting to hurt and harm me and my family. Because you believe that your privilege as a white man in this country would keep you safe and protected, and you would not be harmed at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion by these fucked, made up policies that Trump has. Surprise, a fucking prize. Oh, I'm a small business owner. I got a family and kids. Bitch, I got a family too. And you didn't give a damn about that when you decided to vote for this administration. He was clear about everything he was going to do. Oh, well, he was just joking. No. 2025. Read Project 2025. Nope. Listen to the information that's being shared across the internet. Nope. Listen to the shit that Kamala. Nope. None of it resonated. And even now, we are just how many days into the administration, and because now that shit is knocking on your front door. You didn't come on and say, ooh, I fucked up. He's a bad guy. This administration is shit. No, you want to skip over acknowledging all of that and simply ask the rest of us to help you because you fucked up. Your skin is white, but you're not wealthy and you're not rich, and we told you he didn't give a fuck about you. And so now I'm finna join that club too. I don't give a fuck if you lose everything you ever had, everything your family ever gained. I don't give a fuck if that shit goes flying out the door. Until you learn to prioritize human beings in general and not just yourself.
Well, listen, this guy needs to tell the truth, because the truth is he actually voted for Trump knowing the policies that Trump was going to put in place. But he never thought that these policies were coming back to backbite him. He never thought that these policies were going to affect him. He only thought that Trump policies were going to hurt other people. Now that Trump policies are actually hurting his business, he's out here crying for help and begging for help. You F around, you find out. Why did you want other people to be hurt except you? Well, karma is a bitch. I hate to break it to you, but you're getting what you deserve.
I'm a small business owner.
You know, it's really funny how Trump supporters always accuse the liberals and the Democrats of wanting free stuff, wanting handouts and this, and that, and the other. Although I've never asked for a handout in my entire life. But I digress. And then here you are on TikTok making a video asking for help. Well, I guess you made the wrong choice when you voted. All we did was warn you. We were sounding the alarm, trying to let everybody know what was going to happen, but you wouldn't listen, laughed, because all you wanted to do was own the libs. That's all it was about. Well, how's that working out for you? So I'm going to say to you what I've heard 100 times from Trump supporters and from conservatives, okay? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, suck it up, and figure it out. Figure it out. Who's laughing now? The only people that got owned was you guys. You were lied to again. Now you're suffering for it. You know what? That's all I have for you. That's it. That's all I got. Sorry. Not sorry. That's it.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff that has been put on China.
Ooh, let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
The one demographic in this country I feel no sympathy for if they suffer is the white male conservative, because you don't care about me. You don't care about the greater good. And you haven't for a very long time. White people in specific have been voting majority conservative since 1964 when Lyndon B. Johnson was elected as president. You tell me you're a business owner, which leads me to believe that you're a little bit smart. You didn't see what Trump did in his first term? He was terrible for business. He was terrible for the middle class in his first term. He was terrible for the little guy. And what's annoying about this is you will learn nothing because people tried to check you on that video and you learned nothing.
I love this for you. I love this. Nice. I love this for you. I love to see you fail. I love to see your family be affected and hurt because you voted for Trump. Yeah, I voted for Trump. Absolutely.
If Donald Trump somehow waved a magic wand and ran for re-election in 2028, you would vote for him out of a cardboard box on the side of the street that he put you in. And therein lies the issue. You'd rather starve than hold hands with the oppressed.
I love this for you. I love this. Nice. I love this for you. I love to see you fail.
We don't care. We don't care. Listen up. You tried to hurt people and it backfired. Now you're hurting and you want people to feel bad for you. Like you didn't intentionally try to hurt other people. What you're saying makes no sense. What infrastructure was in place that was going to sustain your small business? But you didn't think about that. You didn't think about that until you were directly affected. Because what you thought was going to happen when you voted for him was he was only going to affect other people that you don't like. That your prejudice and your racism feel like you can excuse mistreatment happening to them. So let me tell you something. Listen up sharp. We don't care. We don't care about you. We don't care about your family. We don't care if you lose that house. We don't care if your baby doesn't go to school. We don't care about anything. We don't care if y'all are on the streets. We don't care. Good night.
Alright guys, as we have heard from the videos that I have compiled for you, this guy is a small business owner. He owns a tire company that actually imports, alloys from China. But him being a business owner and not knowing how tariffs work is actually very interesting, because you ought to have known how tariffs work, because this wasn't a surprise. As we have been telling you, this is what Trump actually was campaigning on, putting tariffs on everybody, the whole world actually. China was at the center of his campaigning speeches. You ought have known that your business was actually going to be affected. Because if you're a businessman, you ought to have known that China actually doesn't pay the tariffs. It is American business owners that are going to pay the tariffs. Well, they are going to pass down these tariffs also on the American consumers, but American consumers have a choice whether to buy or not to buy. Well, if they buy, well and good, but if they don't buy, it is the American companies and the American businesses that are going to pay the price. You F around, you find out. This is what you're getting. You're getting what you deserve because you voted for hatred. Because I think you actually knew what tariffs were, but your hatred for other people, your hatred for people of color and other communities pushed you to vote against your best interest. You thought that these policies were never going to affect you. You thought that Trump was going to exempt you because you voted for him. You thought that you are going to be the exemption in these policies. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you are not different from others. The orange man doesn't care about you. He only cares about his billionaire friends, and giving them tax cuts. He doesn't care about your small businesses. You F around, you find out. You wanted this, you voted for this. Well, now own up to it, man up to it, and get to reap those consequences. Because the rest of us, we are just resting. We are just enjoying the tears, MAGA tears, Let me know in the comment section, guys. What do you think about this MAGA business owner and his decision to come online and beg for sympathy? Let me know in the comment section below what your opinion is about today's episode. If you're new